So here's what happened. We were talking to the fish. That is against the law. Don't worry about that though. The girl who arrested us, her name is Alicia Melkia, and she's just worried that we might be a spy, which would be fine because we're not a spy. It is currently not fine because she will not listen to a word we say. She does not trust the fish whisperer. Fair enough. Thankfully, we don't have to do any of that convincing. This is Isara Gunther, and she actually cares about our well-being, which is nice when quite literally everyone else has either looked at us like we were kicking an orphan, or they were pointing a gun at our head. So we like Isara, and Isara likes us. I stopped paying attention at some point, so I don't know why. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is that Isara's dad is General Gunther, and Alicia treats that man like the mayor. And getting the, oh yeah, he's cool, from the mayor's daughter is the reason Alicia isn't gonna throw us into prison. Unfortunately, after being set free for all of 5 seconds, the town is now having real problems that Alicia needs to deal with, but doesn't have the manpower to handle, and now needs an extra pair of hands, and for some reason, she really trusts us now. So we've been given a job to do. Shoot them before they shoot everyone else. Weirdest community service I've ever done. This is the gameplay, by the way. Take it in, because nothing happens here. All you have to know is that sandbags are broken, crouching didn't work, and Alicia is better at shooting people than we are. Cool. Now that we're done fighting, this is why we're actually in town. Apparently, everyone is supposed to be evacuating, because sometimes these scary soldier people show up and just start shooting civilians, and most civilians don't like being shot. So we're coming into town to help Isara and this lady Martha, who is pregnant, evacuate. And quick side note, this is a picture of General Gunther inside of Martha's house. Alicia is the one to notice it, because of course she is. The game then says that Welkin's dad is in there. Cool. Alicia then asks, so who's the man standing next to General Gunther? Which is a weird question. Did we not just confirm that that man is Welkin's father? Oh yeah, that's my dad. Excuse me? There are 2 men in this picture, and we are talking like there are 3. What is going on? Well, I'll tell you. Isara has had 2 fathers. Her biological father passed away when she was a child, and General Gunther then adopted Isara. Hence, she has 2 fathers. Hence, the 2 men in the picture. Now, where does Welkin's father fit into this?
Yeah, we're not related by blood, but she's definitely my little sister.
Oh, that's nice. Wait. And that's what Isara said earlier, back when I wasn't paying attention, which explains why Alicia trusted us with a gun. We're the mayor's son. Speaking of guns, the scary people are back, and we're helping. Again. We must really need these hours. So the long and short of it, we came just as prepared as we were in the tutorial level, which is not much. They showed up with more foot soldiers than they did in the tutorial, which was not a problem. Then, they brought in a tank, which is a problem, because that is not something we can kill with a gun. So the new, much easier plan is to have Welkin specifically run away, because being out here is not his job, but he does need to keep his little sister and pregnant mother safe. I, however, managed to make that very easy plan of running away look really hard, and lost twice. But the important part is that it got done, and we are leaving to make sure Isara and Martha are safe. Isara and Martha are not safe, technically, because these men were somehow underqualified to threaten a pregnant woman and a young girl. The more pressing issue is that said pregnant woman is now going into labor, and we still need to somehow help Alicia, because her and her men are currently out there trying to stop a tank that will kill everyone here if it is not stopped. Do you know what the solution to all our problems were? General Gunther kept his tank in the barn, which means we have a tank, which means we can stop the other tank. Problem 2 is now solved. Unfortunately for problem 1, this tank is also the safest place in the entire village, so that's where the pregnant lady is going. Back to combat. I lost 5 times in a 30-minute window. You do not want me to talk about this, I promise. But if you want to know how bad I did, the live stream is there. In better news, Martha somehow gave birth in the tank, and I don't know how any of that got done while Isara was driving, but you will never find a birth story cooler than I was born in a tank. And that is not a challenge. Do not try to be cooler than that. Anyway, that was the first 2 chapters of Valkyria Chronicles. I did a bit more, but we'll talk about it later, or on stream. So see you then.